Hey everybody, Public Landman Wesley Combs. Going to talk a little bit about the Flying Earl Archery broadheads throughout the years. And first off, back 2013 I joined Flying Earl Archery, and back 13 this here was the very first toxic that was introduced. It's kind of a dinosaur now, but this was the very first toxic that came out 2013. Very good head, made good blood trail. Anyway, over the years, Flying Earl Archery's come a long ways in broadheads and stuff. I think it was 2015 that they kind of upgraded the toxic a little bit. So this here was the newer version of the toxic. Turned it into a lot stronger, a lot better durable head, a lot thicker blades, everything a whole lot better than the very first 13 model. But when you're in a broadhead company, the only way to grow is to make your products better and get them out there to where they perform and they do their job. The toxics do exactly what they're supposed to do. As you can see, they've got really close gap. That gap is designed so that way you hit bone or whatever, they'll spread. So that way you can get your full pass through and take out probably a hole about the size of a 12 gauge slug. And they're very good blood trail. If you get a pass through, you're going to have either watch your deer go down, or you're going to have a good enough blood trail that you can do a fast walk to find your deer or whatever game you shoot. So anyway, then further on, they came out with a head that I really liked. It's a really cool head. It's called the Cyclone. To me, I think it's basically like a half toxic. You've only got the 3 blades, and you don't have, the enclosure like the toxic. But this head does very good wound channel. You've got very good head. I had no problems with this head. But this is one of my favorites, the Cyclone. But then over the years, 2018 came along, and they introduced 3 brand new broadheads from Flying Earl Archery. First one is kind of one of my favorites too. It's called the Orion 3 blade. It's kind of more of your standard straight blade broadhead, but built very, very tough. These things here, you shoot a deer and they are just super. Can't ask for better. I shot a doe last year with it, watched her go down. I shot a doe the very first of 2020, January 1st. I shot a doe and shot her 15 yards, complete pass through. I had a super blood trail. She dropped down, I bet she didn't make it 80 yards. But yeah, the Orion, it's more your traditional style broadhead, straight blade, but it's super broadhead. You can also get this in the 4 blade, which I think is like 125 grain, but everything I shoot's 100 grain. So Orion 3 blade, very awesome head. And then also 2018, they came out with, it's called the Pharmacon XP. It's kind of like the Toxic, but it's only got just the 2 loops instead of having a 3. Very good broadhead. Last year I got to kill a deer with it also, and I shot her and it put it right in her heart, and I bet the gap was probably 1.5 inch slice into the heart. And that deer, I watched it go down probably within 45, 50 yards. It was done. But very good head. Like I said, it's kind of like a half toxic or whatever. The same deal. It's got the gap where it hits something solid. It's gonna, spread open and make your pass through. A little easier to shoot it through for a pass through shot than the toxic. But very good head. I killed a deer with it. Then the last head that was introduced, 18, is the Pharmacon itself. It's kind of like, I would call it the beefed up toxic. It's a lot stronger built. It's got, this thing is built to go through anything you shoot at it. I killed, finally, this was the last head that I had to kill a deer with of all the heads that Flying Arrow Archery has out. January 3rd of 2020, I finally got to finish off this shooting, all the deer with each of the heads. Pharmacon, it's same deal as kind of like the toxic, but like I said, it's beefed up, kind of like a toxic on steroids. It's just really built tough. The blades are really good, sharp, super tough head on them. So very good head. Puts about, like I said, 12 gauge slug hole. Anyway, here we're coming to 2020, and Flying Arrow Archery, Pure Whitetail, they introduced their very first mechanical broadhead. It's called the Kratos. I'm sorry about the wording. I'm doing the front camera, so it's turned everything backwards. But anyway, it's the very first mechanical Flying Arrow Archery has put out, and I've never been a mechanical fan, but I watched a movie done by Josh Martin, Pure Whitetail. He shot a velvet buck, and when he shot that deer, he got a complete pass through, and as that deer is running away, you can literally see blood pumping out both sides of that deer and coming out of its nose, mouth. That deer literally only made it, to me it looked like maybe 45 yards, if that, and it was in like a river sandy area, and it had, a blood trail probably 2 feet wide, just solid blood. That deer did a backflip and it was done. So if you get a chance to watch that video, you can probably find it on Flying Arrow Archery Facebook page. But anyway, this is a brand new Kratos. It's a two blade. It'll cut 2 inches. And this thing, it's, to me so far, I just got them today in the mail, but these heads they're built solid. I mean, I haven't found anything that I don't like about them. But this is going to be Public Landman's 2020 broadhead for this season. I'm going to try to shoot whatever deer I can with it. Turkey in the fall, if I can get a turkey to come through. Like I did, I shot my turkey this past fall, October 13th. I shot a turkey with the Pharmacon, which I hit that turkey with that Pharmacon head, and she just literally flip-flopped 25 yards. I got it all on camera, and just flip-flopped 25 yards, and she was done. When I ended up gutting it out and stuff, I noticed that I took out a chunk of the turkey's heart. So yeah, it was a very awesome hunt, my very first turkey ever. Awesome. But these heads here, I am pumped, excited, ready to go for 2020. These things look like they are just going to be awesome. Like I said, the video, if you can, go on Flying Arrow Archery Facebook page and watch the video of Josh Martin shooting that deer, and just watch the blood pump out. It's just awesome. But anyway, that's what I'm here to talk about is just the broadheads and stuff. Over the years, like I said, I've killed a deer with everything they've got out except for the brand new Kratos. But 2020, we're going to change that hopefully, and I'm going to kill 1, possibly 3, who knows, 4. I'm going to, hopefully my season will be awesome. But anyway, if you like what you see, friends, give my YouTube channel a like, subscribe to my channel please, and pass it along to your friends. I got hopefully a lot more videos coming, so just subscribe so you don't miss nothing. And thank you for watching, and have a great day.